Hey everybody, come on in if you have a moment. Um, it's so good to sit down. I was so anxious to get here to get on and record and envision you all with me. And I'm saying that just because of what has been unfolding with just a couple of videos and some shorts I've been putting up. And it's incredibly interesting because I'm learning a lot and observing a lot about myself and I'm going to say it, prejudice, which I always have come to understand for myself is prejudge, and it happened again as I started to say there's a lot of things that draw me to what I'm learning, at least from the comments perspective and from the elders. Yeah. And I don't want to claim anything. I know that's a heady thing, whatever. I just choose not to. Um, but I still want to learn. It's just my thing. And then so yeah, which brings me to, you like my shirt, you guys? Live openly, oops, value everyone, love. And my daughter, um, she created the acronym for an essay. She got an A when she was at Perry High in Gilbert, Arizona. And it just speaks really, to me at least, it's like, live openly, be who you authentically are. And because of that, the allowance of valuing everyone, you know, because of your permission that you are living openly. And it's a cool way to zero in on love. And I've been feeling a lot of it from some of the comments. And there was one I want to share with you if you don't mind. And for me, as I've come out of the turtle shell and really have committed to, share my heart here with you all. It's a victory just to come on and just not necessarily even have an agenda, but knowing that something's tugging at my heart and I'm like, just get on. It's not about who watches as it is, you know, being obedient to the spirit that's pulling. So, okay, where did I put it, guys? I was just when I read this, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like it touched me like deeply. So thank you, Nero MS 8199. So NIROMS 8199. So this beautiful human said, listen to your video about your experiences with the elders. Loved it, feeling the spirit of it. I drive a city bus while I listen to your videos. Trying not to tear up while greeting people getting on my bus. I commend your integrity to meeting with the elders and appreciating your time with them. Godspeed in your journey in life. And of course, it touched me. Hello. Uh, I was like, wow. And instantaneously, it was like, what an honor that as my ego decreases, right? Like the love of Christ, right, increases. I'm just the vessel. And the vessel is just be messy. And the idea of messy, once again, here I go, coming in another video. But to me, I've learned it to be sacred. Mm, I really do. So thank you for that. And there's a couple of other folks who have been a blessing. And one actually mentioned the Dead Sea Scrolls, which I've been fascinated with and really, really drawn to. And it has just opened and expanded and obliterated really the box that I had Jesus in, and even the clarity of the Christ. So I'm wanting to ingest it, eat it, So as I'm able to articulate it, it's not from just what I've learned, but it's what has happened in me. Huh, yeah. Um, the last 5 days, I've had some incredible connections, not only with you guys, but a friend from North Carolina was in town, and we were able to really like connect in a way we haven't before. I met her cousin and his wife, and then the cousin's mother, who was 89, and we had the most fascinating conversation. And I don't know how to say this. I hope they don't watch it. But I kind of got, you know, not a warning, but like, hey, she's very, opinionated, and she's conservative, she has really strong beliefs. And oh, yeah, okay. And we connected like so easily. And I was just fascinated with her. And yeah, she did. She had strong beliefs, but I believe that she believes it. And it didn't really, impact me, but I felt it. I felt what she was saying. I felt that it was important to her. And so I appreciated the practice of being, with another human whose life has shaped them in a certain way, that the lens is not going to look like mine. There could be elements of it, but at the end of the day, if there's not something there, I mean, I feel comfortable in asking questions, with permission, just so I can get a better understanding. I'm like a freak like that now. And it's like, and so I just learned a lot. And she was kind of a no nonsense, but, and undergirded with love. It was really, really nice. And then we had a vegan meal, and it was a vegan paella, which is like, okay, it looks like shrimp, but is it? But it tasted like shrimp, and there was mushrooms, and it was like delicioso. It was really, really good. And of course, had it in my little, vino. The wine was excellent, and company was great, conversation, and I haven't had those types of interactions outside my Zoom circle and my buddy Eddie. You know, it feels invigorating. I'm going to be honest. I was able to be with my cousin who just relocated back in this area, and she hasn't been here for like 39 years. So when I say back, she lived here for a short while before. And you know, the Christ in me says, what does she need? And so I asked her, what are the necessities that will make you feel like you're grounding? Like you're like, I'm setting up, but whether it be an item, whatever. And she thought about it, and it was just it's nice to be able to um be there, in a way to help with transition. And I just reflected back to her. It's like God is taking care of you so amazingly. And so we had a phenomenal lunch, and like all this eating, you guys, nah, I look all inflamed and everything, but it's okay. It's okay. It's just been, mm, and it's just juicy. And then when I have a chance to, see with the channel, I'm like, you guys are blowing me away. So anyhow, enough about that. Um, I wanted to share with you that I don't know if you guys like these types of things, but I got this game called how are you really? And, there's it's you can play it with another person, of course, and the person who, like, initiated the game is the person who goes first, and then the second one goes, and so they're just a set of cards, right, that have, you know, varying degrees of questions, right, to go a little deep. And I just wow, it's like I'm in this space where just because I really appreciate people who give themselves permission to get uncomfortable, I really gotta watch the way sometimes I press people to get there. And the reason I do that is because it's exactly where the breakthrough came for me, you know, and knowing that Christ was in the dark waiting for me, you know? God's not afraid of the darkness. And that's why I say, light is easy to love. You show me your darkness. Because that, my friends, is it. It's like when we can see, not just the offended, but the offender in the same circle and have love reside in it, then we will know the love of the Christ. That's what I'm getting. It's like sitting in that middle of like, this can be true and this can be true. And if I'm in the kingdom, right, it's like that there is no power dynamics. And so I'm able to like get these uploads. I don't like to say downloads. There, I too for too long I referenced this and referenced that and got it from here, the stars, the moons, the songs and the videos and all those things. And not that I don't love those. They're incredible, like, avenues, but it was when I shut it all off to say, I'm blocking the connection by, STFU. Be still and know, not believe, and know that I am right there. And in that discomfort of sitting with yourself, like, what am I supposed to be doing now? What, keep my breath? What? Okay. And the thoughts are going, where are these thoughts coming from? And just watching the show and the movie, and you're going, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? And then, oh, return to the breath, return to the breath. Okay, and messy, so necessary. Because if I can't sit with myself for 5 minutes, what is that telling me? And do I have the balls enough to look myself in the mirror and go, what aren't you seeing? What are you hiding from, Joseph? What do you think is going to be uprooted when you open the door to it? And then I remember, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Casting cares, the simple things, and going back to getting back into the kingdom with the keys of loving God with all of my heart, all of my strength, and then looking at loving others as myself. That's good news for others right now. I'm serious about that. It's like, shoot, it's like being content, like, we are here. I see the reflection. I get the oneness. I do. And so, as I look at another, that kingdom lens, you know, gives me a clear path to this is what peace looks like. But for some reason, the lens of what is safe for me gets in the way. I get to choose. And that's the power that we've been given. And that's what love is. It's a choice. You may feel love, but love is a choice. Because if we can't love and like extend grace or move to forgiveness, we are disconnected from love itself. Not the concept of love, but the frequency of it, right? The relationship with love. That's embodiment right there. That's it. Ooh. Then the lens, becomes crystal clear. I'm blind on my left eye, but shoot, I see 2020 right now. It's crazy. Are you guys crazy too? You are crazy. I can tell. I know. You guys are crazy. Crazy in love. Live openly. Value everyone. And begin to look at the offender just as much as the offended. They're mirrors of each other. But love will meet them. And we get to be that vessel. I guess that's what I was supposed to be here for. Um, Thank you again. Much love.